Now that you're advertised your property, how long should it take to get it rented? Hi, I'm Adrienne Harrell with Newbridge Management, and I want to give you a couple of tips on how long it should take for your home to be rented out. When you start advertising your home, keep track of number of days that you have started from the time you advertise your property. If your phone is not ringing, or if you have advertised your property on websites and you're not starting to get emails, that should immediately tell you something. The first 3 days that the property is on the market is when most people tend to look at it the most, because that is one of the newest items that is being advertised. So always make sure that you keep track of the number of emails and phone calls that you're getting or not getting. If you're not getting any calls or emails, right off the top, that tells you your property is probably overpriced. People look at the ads, they tend to see how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, and if there's an address on there, where the property is located, and if they're willing to pay that much. And if they're not, then they're not going to be calling you. So keeping track of your calls, especially in the first week, is very important, because it's going to let you know whether the property is priced right or not. If it's priced right, I promise you, your phone calls will be coming in and your inbox is going to be inundated with email inquiries. When your phone starts ringing and you are answering calls about the property, give as much information as you possibly can regarding the property. And once you make an appointment to show that property, take the person's name and phone number. That is a safety feature, and that is something for your own protection. Make sure someone always knows that you're going to be showing a property. If you can't, don't show up at the property alone. But if you can, have a safe word with a colleague that you can text them if things tend to go wrong. But always have the name and a phone number of the person that you're going to be showing the property to, so that you are safe at all times. Having said that, if the person does show up at the property, because chances are out of the 4 appointments that you make, 1 may not show up. But the people that do show up and they do see the home, they either are interested in the home or they're not. So listen during showings to see what it is that people are saying, because people will tell you either with their body language or with their words as to what they think about the property. They will tell you if they think that the property is not clean, or if they think that it's too small, and if it's too small, then it's overpriced. So really, your main job during the showings is to listen to what people have to say, because that's when you're going to know if the property is worth what you're asking for, or if there are things that need to be taken care of in order to get the property rent ready. So your main job is to listen during showings. And if you walk away and you still don't get any applications, then you really have to question why it is that you didn't get any applications from any individual during the showings. So during the entire process, from the beginning to the end, you have to keep track of everything. Always have the phone numbers ready and available so that you can go back and say, hey, you said that you were going to be submitting an application to a prospective tenant, but you didn't send me an application. And by following up with that prospective tenant, you get a little bit more feedback, and people tend to give you more information during a follow-up phone call to let you know why they did or did not provide an application. And once you do get an application, make sure that you have a fair process in place so that you can provide an application process to everyone that is fair and equitable, and then you can make your decision. Remember, every day that the property doesn't rent out and is vacant is a day that is going to be costing you money. So for these and other tips, give us a call at Newbridge Management.